Hello, my Charles Street family. This is my third day in sharing some of our final days in Jerusalem. Today it is Saturday, August 6th, and it's around 1 p.m. Israel time, which means it's only 6 in the morning your time, and you're probably still sleeping. So right now, this is the Church of the Nativity, which is located in Bethlehem. This is the location where Jesus was born. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you the spot and the very site where many believe Jesus actually was born, in the cave, in a manger. A little thing about Bethlehem that's interesting to know is that Bethlehem is actually in Palestine. It is not in Israel per se, although in the largest sense it is, historically it is, biblically it is, but it's in and controlled by the Palestinian Authority, and it's in a locale, a small city that is predominantly Christian. We are actually in the Church of the Nativity, and this is everyone has identified this particular church across the world as the oldest continuous house of worship of the Christian faith in the world. The original site was erected in the 3rd century, and then there was a fire, and then since then it's been rebuilt, and it still stands. After some over 1,600 years, it still stands as the longest continuous house of worship in the Christian faith in the world. And follow along with me and we'll get to the site, the actual location where Jesus was born. So this is the cave, or going into the manger where Jesus is believed to be born. And I'm going to take a walk down there. Hopefully they'll let me continue taking the video. Again, here is another view of the site of Jesus' birth. As you can see, people from all over the world, they come, they bow, they lay their hands. A few moments ago, there was a woman from Asia who came and literally stretched out, prostrate, I should say, before the Lord, before the site, because this is a very, very holy and sacred site. Now, of course, there was those silver-plated stars when Jesus was born that was attached to the ground, and he was not born in any cathedral. This facility, the Church of the Nativity, was built around his birth location. This is the main, the nave sanctuary of the cathedral. So I'm standing outside of the Church of the Nativity, and I'm standing, of course, with someone who you know very well. We both came, and he wants to say something to the Charles Street family.
Hello, hello. It is good to say hello to you from this wonderful, wonderful place, and in this very special place of Bethlehem. God is blessing, and we're just glad to be here.
Yeah, we are very glad to be here, and for perhaps the very, very abysmally small and minute percentage of you who do not know who this person is, this is the Reverend Dr. Ellis Ishmael Washington, the esteemed pastor of St. Paul African Methodist Episcopal Church in Cambridge. He was a part of our clergy study tour and we began our journey on July 17th. And he is the reason that I am still here.
I am to blame.
And this is this great guy is our He was our cab driver. He took us here to the Church of Nativity all the way from Jerusalem to Bethlehem, which is around 7 to 8 miles. So it wasn't that long, but he showed us several of the sites. His name in Arabic is Yahya.
Yahya.
Say it again?
Yahya.
Right, but in English, it translates to John. So we're happy to have him with us. Say hello.
Nice to meet you, sir. Hi.
No,
Hello.
it's to a church,
Hi. Hello.
to my congregation.
Hello, everybody.
And say it in Arabic. Say hello in Arabic, yeah.
Marhaba. Marhaba.
Marhaba.
And salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you. All right.
God bless you.
It's an aerial view of Jerusalem from here we can see the Arafat Hotel. Again, Bethlehem is in the West Bank of Palestine. We are back in the old city, in the Christian quarter, and actually I came back because I wanted to show you the very room where Jesus held his Last Supper with his disciples. It was very crowded yesterday and I couldn't get in. So I was able to get in, and let me show you the very room where Jesus made it clear that one of his disciples would betray him and would send him over to the authorities. And when Jesus instituted the Last Supper, what we know of today is we celebrate the sacrament of the Lord's Supper. Here is the room. So here's the room. Let us break bread together. On our knees, let us break bread together. To the rising sun, oh, have mercy on me. We're walking around the tomb of King David. I also want to show this to you because this is what a typical walkthrough or an alley or a street from one quarter of the old city to the new quarter. There are hundreds and hundreds of these alleys, and you just got to know where to go. So here it is. You see very, very few people today because it is Saturday. It's part of this Sabbath, the Shabbat of the Jewish culture. So most of the shops, the stores, supermarkets, everything shuts down in Jerusalem from Friday evening until Saturday evening. So before I close for the day, I do want you to meet someone who I met a couple of days ago, actually when I was lost going from one quarter of the old city to the other. I tried to do it on my own and I got lost. I went further and further without knowing where I was going. So I stopped by his shop, a shop that he owns along with his dad. And this is Basel, Basel A.M.E, and he is a Muslim brother. And so he offered to show me the rest of the way through the old city. I'm very grateful for him spending his time away from his store to walk with me and to guide me. He is a business administration university student at Hebrew University. So, Marcel, say hello.
Hello, how are you for everybody?
So thank you so
You're
much
welcome.
for everything you've done. It was
Thank
a
you,
pleasure
sir.
to meet your dad
Me
as
too,
well.
my friend.
And I will see you all. I have one more clipping to give to show you, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Yeah,
I love you.
yeah,
And
we're
again,
in Jerusalem.
thank you. And again, this is Reverend Greg Groover from WCS A.M.E. live in Jerusalem, the old city. And now back to you, Linda.